Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for August the 28th. Yep, the summer is finally almost over. Thank goodness, bring on the fall weather, Halloween, all that good stuff. Of course, the bad thing it will be bringing with us is that this week it did come out that Disney is shutting almost all of its Disney stores. I'm pretty sure I speculated this would happen back when my local store was shut down in March. I kind of thought maybe it'd be another year. I thought they'd make it through Christmas at least. But no, by the middle of next month, middle of September, there will be only 25 Disney stores left in the entire United States of America. About a quarter of them in California, and unfortunately for me, one still in the Sacramento area. The Arden Fair store is one of the few being spared this round. I say this round because I do foresee eventually in the next year or so, maybe less, there being pretty much just maybe New York and maybe one in LA, and that's probably being about it. The only one they're keeping in San Francisco is an outlet store, which is actually another one that's close enough I could drive to if I wanted to, take a day trip down to the Bay Area or something. But yeah, it's sad. I'm glad that I'll still have a store local to me, but it really stinks for all the cast members who are losing their jobs, all the guests who will have no place to go for a little Disney magic in their hometown, or at least, in driving distance of their hometown. And it's just a bad thing all around, because of course we have the issue of Shop Disney not packaging stuff very well on their website, the rather expensive shipping unless you're buying $75 worth of stuff or happen to buy on one of those days where there's just free shipping, which are usually days that have no good merchandise available. And I get it. I understand from Disney's point of view why do this. You don't have to pay for mall rent. You don't have to pay for cast members in the mall stores or outlet stores. And we pay for the shipping. So not only are you not paying to ship the stuff to stores, we're paying you to ship it to us directly. So from a Disney point of view, yeah, great deal. And clearly Disney is entering a very nickel and dime period right now. I guess, I don't know if it's Bob Chapek or who ultimately is responsible for this, but the kind of bad stuff we've been seeing start with Shop Disney seems to be spreading into Disneyland with Genie Plus and all that other junk. I think it's going to be a hard few years for Disney fans, but hopefully they'll come out of it eventually and get something else in charge who, I'm not going to say puts the guest first, because obviously profits will always be the most important thing for a business, but maybe ranks the guest in top 10. Oh well, not very magical. Let's get on to the magic. That's just a few things today. They're all very small, so let's tilt the camera down and get to them. So the first thing, as it has been for the last few weeks, is, yep, another Black Widow coin. That's 6 of them we have now. Because why not? Why not? So in last week's video, I showed you the Haunted Mansion key, which probably should have come out for the 50th anniversary of the ride, but better late than never, I suppose. But if you remember, 3 different keys came out on Monday, the 16th? The Haunted Mansion one, and 2 others. One of which being the Alice in Wonderland 70th Anniversary Special Edition key. Yep, it's been 70 years since Alice in Wonderland first graced screens, and this is actually a fairly nice key. I don't know that I like it better than the Haunted Mansion one, but I do like it. We have the Cheshire Cat here on the D, which is very nice. It has glitter on him, and I'm not a huge fan of the glitter on these keys because I think it always looks a little cheap. It always looks a little preschool crafty to me. I think it's just because they do kind of a sloppy job on it. But that aside, we do have Alice here surrounded by flowers, Disney Alice in Wonderland. We have some little iconic images from the film. The Drink Me bottle, and what is that? The teacups, flowers, and then we have on the key more of the flowers on the teeth there, on the little castle teeth, your standard Disney castle teeth. And I don't remember how much this was. I want to say it was a different price than the Haunted Mansion one, though. I think this one's still on the Shop Disney. I think the Haunted Mansion one's gone, but I think this one's still up there. And yeah, it's a nice key. It's one of the nicer keys, I think. I love the Cheshire Cat on it. I mean, obviously, I've said before, I do like Cheshire Cat. I kind of wish they had just gone with a white paint there instead of glitter. And it looks like, I mean, it almost looks like they've done kind of a gel look on some of the plastic here for the tail, I guess, to symbolize the Cheshire Cat's fading in and out of existence. But it's a nice key. It's not bad. It's the second best of the 3 released last Monday. Next is our last Alice item, and it's something I completely forgot to record when I shot the rest of this video. So this segment's going to seem a little disjointed, and that is this here. I don't know how I managed to forget it, but I did. And it is, of course, the Alice key pin, because you have to have pins to go with the keys, right? So as always, it is pretty much a perfect copy of the full-size pin with actually one pretty glaring difference this time, and that is, of course, that the key says Alice in Wonderland on it and the pin does not, which is unusual. Usually these are actually pretty perfect matches, and this time it's not. However, I think the Cheshire Cat looks better on here. I think his eyes cut off a little bit more, you think? No, I guess not. I guess it's about the same. I don't know, but I like the way he looks. I guess maybe because it's not the glitter. There's no glitter on here. And I said I'm not a huge fan of the kind of preschool craft project appearance the glitter tends to give. But it is yet another one of the keys turned into a pin to go into your collection. And this one was $12.99. Of course, it's a pin trading pin. It's got the Mickey back on it. And yeah, and I frankly can't believe I forgot that this existed when I recorded the video the first time around. So if you notice at the end of the video, this key pin's not there, that's why. So while we haven't bought any of the Mary Blair stuff that came out last Monday, still holding strong on that. I did mention a few episodes back that there was a Alice in Wonderland pin that I wish we'd gotten. And, as it turns out, my wife was ahead of me on that one because she already ordered it. It's the Legacy Collection limited release Alice in Wonderland 70th Anniversary pin. As you can see right there, it says 70th Anniversary. That way, back, the White Rabbit, the Cheshire Cat, the teacups. It is $15.99, double pin back, pin trading. So we got the Mickey backs on there, unlike all those Marvel pins. And it's a nice little pin. Now this place, I don't mind use of the glitter because it's in there. It doesn't look like it's glued on top. And I like the glitter on her dress there. I think they've done a good job with the face. Faces are so easy to get wrong on these pins. You just, you try to do too thick of lines and you lose detail and they just look cheap. A lot of pins I've seen, the faces, frozen pins are one in particular, where Anna and Elsa's faces just look bad to me. But I think Alice's looks pretty good. I think Alice came out good here. I think the rabbit's a little, something a little not quite right to him, but still looks good. It's a nice pin, and yeah, it's probably our only other Alice 70th Anniversary item. It may well be our only other Alice 70th Anniversary item going forward. But it's a nice collection item. It did show up in nice condition. I think this one came in a box. It didn't come shoved in an envelope like last week's pins. So that's a nice thing too. It's feast or famine with Shop Disney. It really is. Either things come, in a box, like with just 1 or 2 items, tons of padding, very well packed, very nicely shipped, or it comes just all jammed in an envelope. At least I have them in plastic bags recently. They were envelopes, not plastic bags. But the improvement is a small one. One more item, not Alice in Wonderland, but it is the other thing that came out last Monday that we purchased. And that is here, the Hocus Pocus key. Now I thought, lost opportunities, I thought they should have done a 3-key set, one for each of the witches. But instead, they did all the witches on 1 key and done the cat, who apparently is named Binks, not Jar Jar, just Binks, on his own little miniature key, kind of like they did with the Mandalorian and Grogu key. And there's one other one they did that with. I don't remember what it was now. But there was another one where they did that full-size key, miniature key. I guess we're going to have to stop calling these store opening keys, aren't we? Because there's not going to be any stores left for them to relate to. That's sad. But yeah, we do have here our keys. Honestly, not a huge fan of the film. I'm not 100% sure I've ever actually watched it all the way through. But it's still a nice key with the cobwebs here on the D. We have cartoony versions of the three witches. I'm guessing because if they actually put the actresses' faces, they'd have to pay them extra or get their permission. It says Hocus Pocus there on the stem. We have the castle just kind of done in purple, looks like. And then on the Binks key, we've got black with spiders and moons and diamonds and clovers and a part of the balanced breakfast. We have Binks himself, herself, themself on the center there. And then, in case you didn't know, it was called Binks, and I didn't until I got the key here. Binks' name there on the front. And a much smaller version of the Disney Castle teeth, but in black. These are also, I think, still available on Shop Disney. They're $16.99. Ours got a little damage there in shipping I'm seeing now. I didn't notice that earlier, but that's okay. I mean, this is, let's face it, this is a set I bought purely as a completionist. I really don't have huge interest in it. I know that I guess they're making a sequel, which I have even less interest than I do in the original. But there it is, and there we have it. And that's all the things, which brings us to what got me through this week. And kind of a struggle again this week, nothing super obvious. So I guess, I mean, I liked this week's What If. I've seen some people complain about it online. I guess because it's a little less actiony, or maybe just a little more busy than the first two episodes, and it certainly is more busy. But I enjoyed it. I liked what they tried to do with it. And again, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to it to see a continuation of how the change and the changes that resulted from it, echo out in the future. But I guess I'll have to go through what got me through this week is the fact that next week, next Saturday, when the next episode of this releases, will be SAC Anime, a real SAC Anime, not a SAC Anime swap meet, an actual SAC Anime convention at the newly remodeled Sacramento Convention Center. I guess now it's the Safe Credit Union Convention Center, which is kind of ironic that it's called the Safe, since doing a convention right now is probably the exact opposite of safe. Is it smart to be doing a convention during the current surge? No, probably not. Is it smart for me to go to a convention during the current surge? To answer that, I will point you to the title of this channel, which is Void of Intelligence. It's there for a reason. But I am looking forward to going to it, even if it will be all masked up. I'm not going to cosplay. I didn't grow out my beard, so I can't put on my red-green costume, and I don't really have anything that goes with a mask anyways, so I will just be there as a normal person, which is probably terrifying enough. And I plan to bring you all along with me. That will be not next Sunday's video, because of course next Sunday will still be the last day of the convention, but probably the Sunday after that. So if you're not local, or you are smart enough not to go to a convention during a plague, you can come back here in a couple weeks and watch it here from the safety of your home, or your phone, or the toilet you're sitting on while you watch this video. Yep, I hope you found it all interesting and entertaining. Please give a moment's thought to all the Disney cast members at the local Disney stores and the not-so-local Disney stores who will soon be cast out to save a few pennies at Shop Disney. And down below, please let me know what got you through this week, because I can always use ideas. That way I'm not picking things that are another week out, because now I have to find something else for next week's video to say what got me through next week, which hopefully something will pop up. Anyways, I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.